Hey, what's going on, guys? Battle Nation Zimper here, back today with another video. And today, guys, I've officially lost my mind. I've listened to the voices in my head, and I'm just going to do this video. So I've got a lot of comments about this throughout the past few months, and I've thought about making it, but today I just woke up and decided, it's finally time to do it. Today, we are going to be cataloging every single female and deciding the biggest baddies in all of Battle Nations. Now, is this the craziest video idea I've ever had? Yes. Is it possible YouTube shuts my channel down for this video? Yes. But we're doing it anyway. It needs to be done, and that's why we're doing it. So, just thought this would be a cool video idea. Something to throw out there. And also, when I started researching this video, it really just shocked me. There's not that many females in Battle Nations. We're going to cover every single one of them here, and we're just going to go ahead and knock every single one of them out because, yeah, there's not that many, so believe it or not. You're actually looking at about half of them right now on this background. So, yeah, we're going to jump right into it, and always, of course, I'm a man of equality. I believe in equality. We have been getting a bunch of likes on the past few videos. You guys have been blowing it up. I greatly appreciate that. If this video, though, if we can really blow it up on this one, if we can hit an astonishing 50 likes, if we can really go out there, because that would be hard and crazy awesome for us. If we can hit 50 likes on this video, I'll do the male version of this. I'll do the biggest baddies in all of Battle Nations male edition. So if we hit 50 likes on this video, that'll be coming out. Keep an eye out for that. But without any further ado, let's get my channel its first strike. Starting off with probably one of the lesser known females. There's only one image of her, but she's definitely, worth presenting because she definitely does have a part in the Battle Nations history. And that is, of course, good old Evelyn Acehart. Yes, ma'am, the boss strike rebel herself. So this is, of course, the rebel imperialist pilot that goes against us in, I believe, 3 boss strikes. And she's all right. I think the biggest thing about her is she does give us some good drops. She's described as a very good ace pilot, apparently one of the best in the rebellion. But I gotta be honest, the 2 things that really detract her score here, in my opinion, is 1, she's very, very low information. We don't know much about her. And 2, the concept art of her is terrifying. I'm throwing it up right now. Yes, this is official Z2 drawn concept art of Evelyn Acehart, and it is terrifying in my opinion. So, yeah, as you can tell, we're not taking this too seriously. If you disagree with any of these scores, perfectly fine. Leave your own baddie tier list in the comments below. Would love to see it. But yeah, we're going to go through every single female, and then at the very end of this video, we're going to do the top 3 baddest baddies in all of Battle Nations, and of course, crown the baddiest bad, or what we'll probably call her more respectably, Miss Battle Nations, because that'd probably be a better title for her. So yeah, Evelyn Acehart, I loved your boss strikes. You gave me some really cool planes. Would love to see you return. But yeah, hate to say it, you're the first one in this video, and that's for a reason. You're not that good of a baddie, and for that, I'm going to have to take some points off. But you're still a really good background character, and your one image, even if it is just this, is all right. I'm going to give her a 7.2 out of 10. Yeah, I'm being pretty freaking generous here because it's, it's Miss Battle Nations. It's baddie Battle Nations. We just got to be nice here. If you guys want to be more critical in the male version, if we end up doing it, just let me know. But yeah, so that's Evelyn Acehart. Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. Moving right along. Let's go ahead and kick it up a notch. Let's get a little bit, crazy up in here. Let's go ahead and throw out a fan favorite, Cassidy. Ooh, Cassidy, you're going to get a good rating in my book. I love you. A lot of people love you. You're a good character. So, we meet her at Recoil Ridge. She's our first sniper unit available to the player, and she is a good sniper. She's very equipped. She can one-shot just about anything early to mid-game. Very powerful. She has a 600% boost against soldiers, which I thought was freaking crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of units that she legitimately can one-shot. And overall, just a great design, great feel. Love Cassidy. And not only that, it's Ramsey's girlfriend, Ramsey, our boy. So definitely got to give her some credit for that. She chose a great boyfriend. And yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to give her a huge markup. She's going to get a 8.8 out of 10 in my books. Yes, almost a 9 out of 10, but just simply because she's awesome. She's great. I love her character. I can't wait to see her return in new missions in Battle Nations. I think she's going to be a great character. I hope her and Ramsey's relationship goes well, and she is an awesome sniper. So again, Cassidy, you earn a very good 8.8. Lovely. And thank you for your time. Moving right along, we have, with this one, I'll admit, can go either way. This one can really go either way. For me, it's not really there, but if it's you, by all means. We are, of course, talking about our girl, Karen Winters. Now, if she's your type, perfectly fine. For me, I just sit here and I think, man, this is Perkins' girl. I can't miss, Perkins is like my little brother, right? So me having a crush on this girl would just feel so despicably wrong, or having any sort of attraction to her would just feel so indespicable. So I literally just look at this woman and I just see, Perkins' girl. So I can't really look at her objectively off that. You are extremely helpful. She's a good translator. She translates for the Reef Bandits for us. She's an Imperial officer. You gotta love the Imperial drip. And yeah, overall, great character. You're a nice girl, but at the end of the day, you're Perkins' girl. I can't really touch you on that. I'm going to give her a respectable 6.5 out of 10. And again, this is nothing. Actually, you know what? No. I was super nice to Evelyn. Let me rechange that. Let me give my girl Karen a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I can't do her that dirty. Again, nothing wrong with you, Karen. You're perfectly fine. You're beautiful in your own right. But again, Perkins is like a little brother to me, and I can't be, having any sort of vibes or feelings towards his girl. So for that, hate to say it, girl, but you are personally just a 7.5 for me. Not that interesting. Again, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for the fantastic work you do for the Empire. Moving right along, we have a boss strike unit. We are, of course, talking about Shrow. And let me tell you, I'm not sure if you love Shrow, but I guarantee you Z2 loves Shrow, because she got not 3, not 4, but 5 boss strikes. Yes, out of the 20 boss strikes in Battle Nation, she got 5 of them. So literally a quarter of all boss strikes were literally involving her, which is just so utterly insane. But yeah, she got 5 boss strikes in total. And Z2 loved her. She was a big fan on the community. There's a lot of art of her in DeviantArt, which I would, warn going against looking if, at your best entrance. But if you're interested, it's there. And yeah, so good overall character. We only have 2 shots of her, this one I'm currently showing you, and this one right here. This comes from some of her later boss strikes when she returns. And yeah, these are the only 2 photos we have of her officially. Neither one of them are that bad. As far as what I think of her, I mean, she's all right. I see her more as an enforcer. I mean, that's literally in her name. I feel like she would kill me if I tried to offer her a rose or asked her out, so there's that. But at the end of the day, nothing wrong with your Shrow. You're pretty all right. I'm going to give Shrow an exact 8 out of 10. 8 on the dot. 8.0 out of 10. Nothing wrong with your show. You're a good Silver Wolf. Yeah, Z2 loved the heck out of you. They probably give you an 11 out of 10 since they gave you a quarter of every single boss strike. But yeah, for me, you're all right. 8.0 out of 10. Moving right along, we have Crazy Blades. Yeah, pretty freaking crazy. Crazy Blades. The only female warlord in the game, or at least of the major ones. And yeah, she's all right. She talks in riddles, if you're into that type of thing. She's very powerful on the battlefield. As far as units go, she is deadly. Can easily one-shot your units, can take a whole bunch of hits, because at the end of the day, she is a boss. And yeah, as far as how she looks, of course, she's a raider. She has her face covered, so we can't see everything. But just from the vibes, just from what I'm guessing, I'm going to give her an 8.9 out of 10. Just 1 dot under 9. Because I don't know, just she's very powerful. I feel if you were to, go into a relationship with her, you would definitely be a power couple, you two. Because, she is just a deadly warrior. Imagine being able to train your own Crazy Blades. That would go crazy. Imagine that as a promotional unit. Oh my goodness, I would blow so many of my nanopods. Probably buy like a $100 pack just to load up on Crazy Blades. But yeah, besides the point, great unit, great girl. Really love the fact how she speaks in rhymes. I think there's something under that mask, but at the end of the day, the mask does cover it up, so we don't know definitively. But for now, gonna give her that. Moving right along, we have, of course, perfect classic, probably the most famous girl in all of Battle Nations. Actually, no, I'm just gonna straight up say it. Definitely the most famous girl in all of Battle Nations. You know her, you love her, you already know who I'm talking about. Of course, our girl, Zoe. Zoe, I gotta be full stop here. This is like my sister. I can't talk about her in that type of way, or even really view her in that type of way. Do I think she's beautiful? Same way I think my sister is beautiful. Of course, I wish her best luck. I hope she finds a great man. But for me, it's not there. If you disagree, perfectly fine. Maybe that's, your personal vibe. Maybe she's your, sweetheart. Perfectly fine. Let me know in the comments down below. Again, your number one baddie and what you think of all of these girls. Of course, your own little tier list. But yeah, definitely not going to knock her any points. She's probably the best written character in all of Battle Nations as far as females go. Not just because of her exposure, but genuinely. They knew they had to have at least one female in the main cast, and they chose probably one of the best females they could have done. Loving mother, great mechanic, extremely helpful on base, and even on the battlefield when she takes that wrench out and decides to just go ham on some opponents. So by all means, absolutely love you. You're a great girl, Zoe, and for that, I'm going to go ahead and give you, you're part of the 95th Rifles. I'm going to give you a 9.5 out of 10. You are awesome. You're amazing. You're not for me just because, again, you're like a sister to me. But at the end of the day, I know you are for somebody. So 100%, I wish you the best of luck of finding that. And thank you for your time. Moving right along, we have Dr. Harris. Yes, the Dr. Harris. So, what is there to say about Miss Dr. Harris? Well, a good little bit. She's very confident in herself, maybe a little bit too much. She got kicked out of the Installation 17 and then re-invited back. She's narcissistic, she's arrogant, and I'm just reading off her wiki. This isn't me, taking shots at her. And the biggest thing that gets me is she apparently has a feud with Floyd and apparently constantly tries to belittle him. I'm sorry, but that kind of takes me out. Not even that you're attacking my boy Floyd, which that already takes some points off of you, but just, whether you're male or female, being narcissistic is a huge turnoff for, like, the vast majority of people, right? Nobody wants to be treated as an inferior, and that's what this girl basically does to everybody. So I have no doubt she would do it to any romantic partner. Does she look all right? Absolutely, she looks pretty nice, but at the end of the day, that narcissism kills it, especially if she's attacking boys like Floyd. I can't be having that. So for that, I'm afraid you're going to take some serious hits. And for that, I'm knocking you all the way down to a 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, Dr. Harris. You sound very smart. I'll give it to you. It's not completely without foundation, your ego. But you do push it. You attack people. You think you're literally better than everybody else. And you're messing with my boy Floyd. I can't be having that. So at the end of the day, girl, I'm sorry. You're out of here. Moving right along, we have a unit. That's right. We're actually going to do the units too, because when I was doing this video, I was like, okay, I might do units if, they're bad enough. But at the end of the day, I don't want to flood this video with units. But then after getting all the female units together, after compiling all the female units that you can, actually have as units in Battle Nations, I realized something. How many do you think there are? I was thinking probably not that many because most of the units are male or just non-gendered like animals. So I was like, maybe only probably like a baker's dozen, maybe 2 dozen if we're going really crazy. 3. There are 3 female units in Battle Nations, which is so freaking funny. Because I genuinely think it's just because, nobody wants to see, a woman die. I'll send a Wimp out there or Morgan or Ramsey, anybody else. But, like, I guess it's just they didn't want, the feminine female to have to go out there and die in battle, which is fair enough. And also, at the end of the day, let's be honest, at least going from my channel recommendations and old Z2 download statistics, the vast majority of Battle Nations players are male. So it just makes sense that they want to, play as males. So fair enough. But yes, there are 3 trainable units, female units in Battle Nation. So we're just going to go ahead and knock out every single one of them. Starting off with the Shadow Agent. Now, this girl ain't too bad. As we can see, she's very clearly based off Black Widow. All of the people are saying that in the comments on the wiki about her, and it's even mentioned in the trivia. And yeah, pretty clearly she's based off Black Widow. And I don't think it's a hot take to sit here and say Black Widow is hot. So, very simple, and as far as her being a good unit, she's probably the best female unit out of the 3. She was a limited edition unit, and it shows. She's very powerful. She's got a grappling hook, a gun, and a little stun. Very strong girl. And for that, and the factor that she's basically just Black Widow, shoot, I'm going to have to give her a 9 out of 10. You're strong. You look good. You're, again, basically just Black Widow. Understandably. And for that, going to give you a 9 out of 10. Great job. thank you for your time. Can't wait to buy you again when you become promotional, because I imagine she's probably going to stay a promotional unit, and she'll probably be a fan favorite. So again, 9 out of 10. Thank you for your time, Shadow Agent. Moving right along to the next trainable female unit, we have the Eagle Eye. Now, as you can see, basically just a archer. Think of this basically as, the Battle Nations version of the archer from Clash of Clans. Pretty standard stuff. She's a regular female with an arrow. Nothing too astonishing to, really point out. Nothing that, I'm going to go crazy over that I think, anybody should freak out over. Is she bad? Not at all. But for me, yeah, just, not really there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give her an 8.5 out of 10. Nothing bad, just, these are the artworks we have of her. She's an all-right unit. She's what you would think of an archer. Think basically the hunter if he didn't suck. And yeah, so for that, and looking fairly pleasant on the eye, I'm going to give the Eagle Eye a 8.5 out of 10. And moving right along to the last trainable female unit, got all 3 of them out in a row, took care of all of them. We, of course, are talking about the Zombie Slayer. And let me tell you, she is getting the highest ranking out of here. She is attractive, she is cool, and even though she doesn't really have the strongest attacks, it doesn't matter because she is confirmed hot. How can I say this so confidently and definitively with 10 toes down? Simple, because somebody I trust is confirming this. My boy Ramsey. Ramsey is confirmed on record for having said the Zombie Slayer under her wraps, under her mask, is beautiful. And if my boy Ramsey is calling a unit beautiful, man, then she's really got to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, unironically, Zombie Slayer, I'm giving you a 9.4 out of 10. Girl, if Ramsey's calling you beautiful, I trust my man 100% on his word. And for that, I'm giving you a 9.4 out of 10 because you freaking earned it. Moving now to the last few. We are down to the top 3. These are, in my opinion, the 3 biggest baddies in all of Battle Nations. So without any further ado, let's jump right into them. Number 1, Purrface. Okay, could you imagine that? I had to throw that joke in there because, could you imagine? But no, Purrface is technically a female, but also a cat. I am not going to step there. Also, I don't want Ramsey to shoot me with his minigun. So yeah, Purrface, you're a beautiful cat. We're not including you on this though. Please step aside. Okay, now on to the real number 1, the top 3, if you will, the bronze winner of Miss America, of Miss Battle Nations. That would of course be my girl, Aurora. Aurora. What is there to say about you? So she is the head researcher at Installation 17. Very nice design. This is what she looks like in battle, and she is very powerful in battle too. But I was already kind of liking her design, her overall vibe, her character. She talks to you very nicely in the campaign. She's very helpful in the campaign, being the head of Installation 17, which is of course, an Imperial research facility. Very cool girl. We like her. But here's what I saw, and I was like, okay, she's 100% in. When she does her attack and she pulls up that little computer thingy she does, she is playing Battle Nations. She pulls up the screen for PvP Battle Nations. Just like we talked in the last video, she pulls it up and she is on that street corner fighting. She is literally a female who plays Battle Nations. Immediate S tier, immediately top of the board. If you're a girl who plays Battle Nations, you're immediately a 10 out of 10. That's what Aurora is in my book. So for Miss America pageant status, she unironically goes in my bronze place. I love her. I'm going to give this girl a 9.7 out of 10 because she is playing freaking Battle Nations. And I know that's crazy for Miss Battle Nations, but again, I got to put her this high up because she's cool. She was already going to get a high design, but when I found out that she herself plays Battle Nations in Battle Nations, man, she won my heart. So yeah, gonna give her 3rd spot and a 9.7 rating. Love you, Aurora. Keep it up. Moving on to the final 2. Whew, here we go. So this 2nd place winner, this silver place winner, is the most attractive girl we see in Battle Nations. We see her face. And number one is, of course, special. We'll get into her in a second. But she is just downright a baddie. Most people who have recommended this to me or messaged me about it specifically want this video made because of her. And we all knew she was going to get a high rank. And that, of course, without a doubt, is Dr. Tessel. My goodness, she was such a baddie. Z2 themselves said, nah, we can't have her in our game, and completely cut her out. She's not even in the game. I can read you her entire Battle Nations wiki right now because it's a single paragraph. You guys ready? Here we go. Overview. Dr. Tessa is a NPC that did not make it into the final cut of the storyline for Battle Nations. Dr. Tessa may make a future appearance in the storyline, but so far there has been no mention of her or any development in the games where she is referred to as the analyst. And what can you say? Literally such a baddie, Z2 cuts you out of the game. And we only have 2, you heard that right, literally 2 confirmed images of her. She's like a boss strike unit without even being a boss strike unit. That type of aura is insane. We have this photo of her right here, which was used in the very first Apple iOS drop of Battle Nations. This is, where we see her. And she was used as promotional art. So, when you click on an app and, you're considering downloading and you look through those images, she was one of those images, even though she didn't make it into the final game. So they wanted to use her to sell the game, but didn't want to include her in the actual game. Very interesting, Z2. Understood. I see what you're going for. So yeah, very funny on Z2's part. And the only other confirmed image we have of her is this one right here, a nanopod sale on Independence Day, July 4th. And as you can see, if you look at the bottom left right there, you can just barely make out her shadow, her portrait, her silhouette. That's the word I'm looking for. And yes, these 2 images right here, this one right here of her from the App Store, this image, when downloading Battle Nations version 1.0, and this right here, just her silhouette in a July 4th Independence Day nanopod sale, are the only confirmed images we have of Dr. T. But oh my goodness, that's all we need, especially version 1.0, because just wow. And let's be honest, we all know the reason she was actually cut. She was probably cut because she's just Morgan. She's just female Morgan, right? But I like to imagine, I like to dream, they said, we can't have this bad a baddie in here, and we got to cut her. So that's what they did. And yeah, for all of that being said, Dr. T, your aura is amazing. They literally didn't even let you be in this game because you looked so good. For that being said, I got to give you a 9.9 out of 10. Full stop. And well, then there was one. We have made it to the peak of Battle Nations baddies. Ladies and gentlemen, soldiers and Imperials, it is my great honor to crown the first ever Miss Battle Nations a perfect 10 out of 10 female. And that, of course, is none other than Yankovic. Come on. There was no other way I was going to choose anybody but this girl. Are you kidding me? And yes, this is the only image we have of her, literally of her just in her Raider getup. But hear me out. Hear me out. She's definitely the biggest baddie in Battle Nations. Why? Why can I give her first place? And why can I give her, a perfect rating when every other girl has shown their face and all of this? Simple. What do people do for Yankovic? How do they react to her? I'll tell you how. Every single male around her proceeds to try to ask her out, told that she is in love with Morgan, and then proceeds to try to kill Morgan. That's how bad this girl is. Literally every single man that has seen her wants to kill the guy she is into just to have a shot with her. There is no doubt in my mind, under that mask, she is just Margot Robbie. She is just Sabrina Carpenter. She is just Sydney Sweeney, the body wash genie. She has to just be bombshell under that mask. Like, full stop. She is Kate Upton. Like, I don't know what's under that mask, but I know it's perfection. Because every single raider that has seen it is just willing to kill themselves for the chance to be with her. Even Saren himself, yes, Warlord Saren, 1v1 to Morgan for this girl. What else can you say when a Warlord Raider himself is falling head over heels for a random Raider girl. Morgan is a lucky man, and I know he isn't interested, but man, maybe he should ask her to take the mask off so he can see what he's working with, because I think if he did, I think he would have a new love besides alcohol. And guys, that will just about do it for today's video. Man, was this a trip. I had a whole bunch of fun making this. Complete joke idea. Had it going around in my noodle for a while, and today I just decided, you know what, we need it. We need this video out. So, decided to make it. Hope you guys like it. Hope you enjoyed. If you have your own personal recommendations of who you think's the biggest baddie, let me know in the comments down below. Did you agree with my rankings? Did you disagree with them? Do you think there's somebody else who, should have been mentioned? Anything, let me know in the comments below. And of course, remember, if we hit 50 likes, Mail Edition Baddie for Battle Nations is coming too. We're going to be doing that as well. Just let me know. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like down below and subscribing to the channel if you are new. If you have any questions, suggestions, want to talk about baddies, want to just talk about Battle Nations in general, anything like that, as long as you're respectful, everything goes down in the comments below. And yeah, that will do it for us today, guys. Guys, if you're still watching this, I greatly appreciate you making it all the way through this very silly video. And with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. And as always, have a great rest of your day.